One of the consequences of being old is oftentimes people come to you for advice to kind of tap into what they think may be age and experience. Recently, I had multiple young people who have great potential come to me and talk about the pathway to being an exec and what's the quickest or easiest or what's a great way for them to be an executive. And my discussion with them felt eerily similar to what my mentor said to me when I was in my 20s. Back before Christmas, I interviewed David Gray as part of the Quarantine Leadership Series. And I asked David that question: what advice would you give young people as they look to be executive? And David said he would work hard, do good work, and things and people will notice. And that's the same advice that I got from my mentors. I typically, when I meet with these young people and I tell them, I give them the tactical advice. I talk about prepare and develop and lead staff, get experience in raising money, find ways to lead and develop and inspire volunteers, and show that you can grow revenue and manage a budget. I'll always qualify to these young leaders as they think they just because they check those boxes that they're ready, but they may not be ready, because being an exec also requires a level of emotional intelligence that only comes through age and experience. It's not found in reading a business book. It's not found in leading necessarily to the business podcast or necessarily talking with Cam all the time, but often it's just age and experience that we get there. Most bosses see potential in young people, but not all bosses work to develop and grow that young person. Also, I think that young leaders are at the disadvantage because they don't position themselves in the future. They don't position their bosses, nor do they position their peers to see them as a young leader. Because in leadership, there's two sides to each equation. There's the left side of the equation, which is manage people, grow your budget, raise money, lead volunteers. There's that side. But on the left side of the right side of the equation, there's also those soft skills, the emotional intelligence. And so I want to give you 6 examples, 6 things that you can do on that right side of the page that can help you move to being an exec. Number 1 is communication. Find ways to be in front of people. Give the devotion before meetings. Ask to give presentations, staff meetings. Find ways to be in front of people and learn how to command an audience and inspire an audience. You want to be good on your feet. Number 2 is take on responsibility. When the boss asks you to do something or take on a project, make sure you're taking on that project. And when the boss asks for volunteers to do something, raise your hand, because the people who are saying no to things or declining because they're just too busy, they're going to be on the sideline and they're going to stay on the sideline. So you want to be somebody that your boss can trust and count on. Third is be professional. Give the brand of yourself that you want to give out. If you're coming in late and leaving early, that's your brand. If you're dressing unprofessional every day, I know there are times when we have to dress for the program, but if you dress sloppy and act sloppy, that's your brand. Nothing discourages me more than sitting in a meeting and watch somebody with their arms folded like they're pissed at the world. Your body language is your brand. You want to be the person that everybody sees as the leader. Number 4 is be a great teammate. Find out what your peers need. Be in their offices, listening to them, talking to them, and finding out how you can help them. Help them with their big projects. Be somebody, be the teammate that they can count on. You want to find out who the leaders are in your organization? Poll everybody and ask them, who can you count on? And that person is the next leader. Number 5 is support the organization. There's going to be always a time when somebody wants to criticize or be negative. You need to listen, empathize, but not throw anybody under the bus. You need to be that person that can coach and support the organization and still, because you're a person that they can trust as a teammate. And number 6 is coach up. Be able to coach and counsel your boss. Also be able to take criticism and coaching from your boss and not pout or put them in the penalty box. But you want to be good counsel and somebody that your boss can trust and rely on. In my career, I've seen many people move up way too fast and too soon, and it jeopardizes a career. But here are 6 things that I just shared with you that can help you in your career path. But again, number 1 is work hard, do good work. People will notice. Thanks and have a great day.